everybody, thanks for joining Gig Cleveland. My name is Brian, and thank you for watching my channel. If you are new to this channel, I'll give you everything in the gig economy, the real deal, whether it be Doordash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, Shipt, Instacart, etc. I talk about it. I do some ride-alongs along the way. I do it all because I want to give you the information that you need to be successful. You know, successful myself. I watch a lot of your channels, like the people out there that show me tips. I'd like to show the same thing to you and return the favor. So go ahead and subscribe and go ahead and ring that bell and go a thumbs up on the channel so YouTube knows that I'm doing a good job. Let's talk about today's topic. So today I want to kind of talk about what's going on with people don't realize something that is necessary. We talk about mental health. We've talked about it before, like a few months ago. But we really haven't dived into paying, about finances when it comes to taking time off. So last year, it took me a few months to pretty much build a nest egg to take some time off. I mean, the first 3 months, I was working 70 hours a week, so that way I can save some time. And I want to show you all how I do it. You don't have to do it the same way, but it's something that I do that I think is helpful, so that way you can have the time off you need and you get paid for it. You don't lose money. Isn't that amazing? So let's go first about how I do it. Number one, you have a budget. Now that depends on what your budget is. Your budget could be a lot, it could be a little. Now let's do an average budget of, let's say, $3,000 a month for an example. Now, it could be more, it could be less, depending on what you have. I'm just giving you an example. Now, $3,000, of course, normally, if I was doing that, normally what I usually do is I set aside 15% for taxes and fuel and savings and, all the other rest. Because my effective tax rate is never 15%. It's always lower, just because of the deductions. That leaves with another 15. Now, I put 5% into a business checking account that is a basically vehicle maintenance account where I use it for oil changes, work done on the car, things like that. And I save the rest, which is basically my PTO / fun money, meaning that it's my money. I can use the whole year. If I want to just continue to save it up and use it for a big vacation, I can do that. That's the remaining 10%. Now, people might ask, well, why would you do that? Why 10% can't be like 2 or 3? It could be 3%. It could be 5%. It could be 1%. It could be however much you want to put down there. If you're part-time, you can put more because you're not doing as much. You're just doing it to make extra money. You can do it that way too. To use it for money on a vacation. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that it is, if you use PTO, let's say 5%. Okay. Now, the way I do it, because I don't spend a lot of money when I don't work. I don't. So my vacation PTO / sick time model basically goes off of, like, say, what short-term disability would be, which is 60% of my full-time income. So let's say my full-time income, I make $22 an hour. Okay. Then it would be about $15.60 an hour, right? Okay. So a day's pay would be about $90 some. If I took 2 days off, that's $180 that I have to take out of my PTO account. But that's money that's mine. So that way you don't lose and worry about having time off. If you stick within a budget, you can actually do that. Now, let's do it this way. Let's say you work 1 month and you save up, let's say, 5%. All right, so you save 5%. What's 5% of 3,000? It's $150. Okay. So $150 at $15.60 an hour is about 9 hours. So you just saved 1.1 days of PTO for that day. If you do it a whole year, that's 12 days. That's a week, and that's just a little bit over 2 weeks. So you have 5 days in a week. 2 days you don't get paid, right? So by doing that, you can actually still pay your bills, and you can still do what you want, and you can still do what is needed. Now, I do it to where I work a lot, and then I kind of slack off a little. That's how I do it, because this year I'm working a lot now. By the end of the year, I'll have 10%, which, you know, is like 5,000-6,000, I'm gonna have like 40 or 50 days I can take off if I want to after like September. I use that for holidays, things like that, and that's what you can do. It's a percentage though. Let's say if you have, let's say, $75 in your PTO checking account, that's what I use it for. Well, you have, if you make that amount, this is an example, you can do it your own way, but if you do it another way, 15, 60, okay, blah, 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 let's say it's $20 an hour times whatever, it's 4 hours, you have 4 hours of PTO. Now, you're not it's not to be W-2 mindset, but it gives you that, how do I want to call it? It kind of gives you that relaxation knowing that you have control over something if you can budget properly. And that's what you need to do, so that way you don't feel like you're hopeless, like you're just working just to make a living, just to do things, just to do what you need to do. And we all get like that, where we get in a burnt out profession and, you know, going through the motions, and we work 6, 7, 8 days. Sometimes I've worked like 3 weeks in a row. You get burnt out. Well, this, if you have a bad day in a few months, look, oh, I've got $821. I can take $90.60. That's 1 day's pay. I can take the day off for a mental health day, even if it's on a Friday or a busy day. You don't have to worry about it. Obviously, this is better. Yeah, it's not a perfect scheme, but I'm calling it a scheme, but not a perfect. But this is something that has helped me be able to have some control over time off, because we all need it. I'm taking today off. I'm taking tomorrow off. I am enjoying my life. I am just starting to exercise again. I took a nice long walk today. I feel energetic. I want to do things outside of gig work, and I think everybody else does too. Don't get me wrong, I love making videos, and I love doing it. It's a hobby of mine. It's something that I enjoy. I enjoy whatever's on my mind. I record it because I believe it has some value. So those are some tips if you do it full time, if you want PTO, or if you want to use it for other things, that's fine too. It's just something that I use. I wanted to share to you. Thanks for joining my channel. You guys have a good rest of your day.